So yesterday I went through a roller coaster of experiences. In the past few days I've gone through a roller coaster of experiences as I'm processing in my mind these two distinct paths and where I want to go, where I can potentially go, whether I'm pregnant or not. And, you know, because I really can't ignore these very physical symptoms in my body that are telling me that I am pregnant. So I'm at the point now where I have to answer the questions of what will I do if I am. That's not really the topic of what I want to talk about. But yesterday I was going through, and I've been going through a roller coaster of emotions these past few months. You take what would be clinically diagnosed as a manic depressive, and that is where I have been. Up and down, up and down. More down than up as time progressed. And I got further and further away from that paradise experience. And more into the rejection of my twin. And so I have been so hurt. I just want to forget about him. I just want to cut the cords. I just want to say, get out of my life. Yeah, but I can't. He haunts me. And so I go deep into shadow work. What is he triggering in me? And I have found a plethora of things. Every time I think I discover something and I get rid of that attachment or heal that part of me, I feel really good and free for like 1 day, 5 minutes, or something like that. Very rarely will I feel good and actually sleep an entire night. And it's back. Some point, the happy feelings just suddenly fade. And in their place is that pervasive feeling that I've just, you know that song, Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel? It's that, hello darkness, my old friend. That's, you've become like my constant companion and I can't get rid of you. So, you're back. The pain is back. Sadness is back. Depression is back. And damn it, thoughts of my twin are back. What can I do to get rid of him from my thoughts? You know, so I'll go deeper and deeper in analyzing things and figuring out, well, what am I missing still? Last night, I was serenaded by frogs last night and was really inspired to realize that I don't want to leave my home here. I don't want to go to another country. I don't actually want to be with my twin if it means giving up everything I've worked for here. And it was owning that, yes, I have a lot of problems here, but there's a lot of things I'm really proud of that I've done too. And I don't no longer just want to throw that bomb behind me and walk away. I want to fix this stuff and see the lessons that were meant to be from it. Embody that and then move on. So, and right after that, guess what? I didn't sleep well. It was felt that way for all of an hour, maybe. I go to sleep and I start feeling the headache come on. And my dreams are disturbed. And my daughter and I, in the middle of the night, got in a really big fight. And I'm just like, I thought I let go. What now? And so I wake up this morning. I had actually a lot of really healing dreams last night. I just don't really recall what they were. But I actually woke up feeling kind of good, like I had resolved some things. So I was feeling kind of good again this morning when I woke up. And then, this is being Mother's Day. I'm not a big person on remembering holidays. And it kind of came to me later that it was Mother's Day. Other people needed to remind me. And the sadness is creeping in, and I can't figure out why. So I come outside, and I finally realize, once again, it's about my twin. Why? Why is he bothering me so much? And the fact is, I realize that I have this fairy tale idea. Okay, so there's this person that calls themselves Golden Ray Twin Flames. I think that's what they're called. They're here on YouTube. I'll find a link and try to figure out how to embed that in my videos. I'm really flying by the seat of my pants here. I have no idea what I'm doing on this. Other than my phone makes it easy for me to push buttons and post. Anyway, he talks about, in one of his videos, this need for twins to repattern the dynamics of what we typically consider to be relationships. And it finally occurred to me about 10 minutes ago, and this is when I realized I can't think about this on my own anymore, and I really need to come and talk to you guys, but it occurred to me about 10 minutes ago that the reason all this keeps coming up is not necessarily about me. I'm not being punished. I'm not bad because, I fell in love. I'm not bad because I potentially got myself pregnant and gave in to my feelings of loneliness. That I'm not the only person in the world that has these shadows, and this is my job as a shadow worker. So why is it beyond me to think that these are going to keep coming up? Because realistically, this is the collective unconscious that I'm dealing with. And what if I am actually creating a new template for relationships? And when I realized that, that completely changed my perspective on how I wanted to continue this. And I think that was the impetus for saying, you know what, I just have to get on, create some videos, and pull from this collective energy on YouTube to see where this will all go, because I finally realized I can't do this on my own. Big revelation. I have to accept some help. Now, I haven't had much success finding teachers for myself or finding people that want to engage with me. I tend to be very polaric. I carry a magnetic tendency. I actually consider myself to be of the order of Cryon, is what I've come to understand. So I work with the magnetic grids. And so it's natural that polarity is part of my being. And so being magnetic, I usually end up pulling something out of people that they don't want to admit to or see. But then, of course, through their projections, I get blamed for it. When all I'm really doing is catalyzing a healing that needs to occur. So I've had to get creative in finding ways to share energy with other people when they don't want to share energy with me other than projections of telling me how horrible I am. And for years, my whole life, I've gone around believing just how horrible I am, hence the whole videos yesterday of the self-image. But these last few years, I've realized the need to dance with other people. And I've had to find a way of doing that, even if they consciously don't want to dance. So there's the whole dance in the astral or in the heart level, which is where I'm realizing dances now can occur with me. And so this is where I need to keep drawing on. So it's moving into this heart space, seeing through this new vision, seeing these things that I've just always judged. I mean, honestly, this is going back into the garden and eating of the second fruit of the tree of wisdom of light and wisdom and life. Okay? Seeing through the heart space is now being able to apply wisdom. So I now need to see all these problems through the heart space. But the caveat is, that space is never meant to be alone. that space, your sight is incomplete unless somebody else can enter in there with you and give you, in essence, the opposite energy. And that's where the twin energy comes in. So, if you want to look at this as the magnetic attraction, any attraction, opposites attract. And that's the twin energy. So when I need to speak to people and physically walking around, they won't talk to me, I'm now realizing that I have this ability to enter into my heart space and to communicate with another person. But this means that I need to be willing to trust that the communication can occur outside of my everyday mundane reality. And it can occur in realms other than what I can physically sense. And I have to learn to trust the impressions that come through my etheric or astral body or, whatever, as just as valid, if not more valid, than everything that my physical senses will perceive. And it's funny. My body right now is actually getting me to try to understand this because my body is shutting down. My vision is failing. My hearing is failing. My balance is getting worse and worse. There's some times where my sense of touch just doesn't seem to be working right. But I'm not scared by this. I'm told I just need to stay calm. And I understand I need to stay calm. If I were to go to a doctor and get this looked at, of course they would find something medically wrong, and that would put me into a state of fear. And that would put me into a state of trying to then fix something that is really not broken, it's just misunderstood. So I have to be willing to understand that from a child perspective, this monster under my bed is nothing but a big fluffy kitty. I just can't see it yet. And that's really all the shadow is a big fluffy kitty. Okay. I'm going to leave this here now, 12:34. Okay? Bye.